down and down and down.
Well,
So
the
it's
gold price at the moment, Donald, is 53,400.
it's correct.
Yeah, on the world market,
The 22 carat.
20,
The 22.
22 to 23 carats. Yeah.
Uh-huh. 24 is 56 now.
No, I think the 20, hang on. The, in just a moment, I'm gonna have a look. Today is Friday. Just bear with me. Gold price. Just bear with me. Okay. What time is it now in South Africa?
It's 14:58 now.
Here is 10 o'clock in the evening, almost 11 o'clock.
What time do you check out from the office?
Every day I close midnight because of the time difference.
Uh-huh.
I open my office na 9 o'clock in the morning. Okay, the price of gold today, 24 carats, which is refined, is 53,059 in the world market. Our selling price less 8% is $48,000, 630.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So that is the price.
48.
Yeah. You just go on the world market, Donald. You can see. You can see the difference.
Yeah, but the gold I think gold has went down a lot
Well,
from
there was
from 60.
if you watch the information on Kitco,
Mm.
kitco.com, it's a really good site. You can learn out of that. There was a prediction that middle of 2023, the gold will bounce back. I think 2020. I warn
Uh-huh.
everyone
Which
that,
coal?
yeah, 2020. I warn everyone,
Uh-huh.
bank now while the gold is down, because the gold is fluctuate every day, right?
Uh-huh.
Because of the inflation. So the gold was 64, 65, and then down again to 53. Now on 2023, the gold will bounce back. Yes.
Mm.
It's about time to buy gold today while the price is down. And then you keep it. Then when the price is high, you resell it, then you get the profit. Yes. But if you're a small timer trader, it wouldn't work.
Yeah, I told
Yeah.
you what.
There was a guy from Germany during the time. He met me in the hotel, and he flew to see me in Dubai. Mhm.
Uh-huh.
And he said to me, Madam, I really highly regarded you. We have a lunch. And
Uh-huh.
he purchased an apartment in Dubai because he wanted, no, I think he's from Holland. And he wanted to open a company in Dubai. You know what? How to open a company in Dubai? It's a lot
Uh-huh.
of scrutiny by the government. And he used the agent to process the company. It cost him
Uh-huh.
$25,000
Uh-huh.
to open a company. Mhm.
Uh-huh.
And he said to me, Willie, can you help me? I said, in what way? I wanna buy 1 kilo. I said, don't. Stay away from this business because you wouldn't get a profit. And he's going to show it to his buyer that he
Uh-huh.
has gold. And I told him, I don't have time to teach you guys.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't have time. And I told this guy from Holland, just rather keep your money. Mhm. Because if you're not very careful, if you deal with the wrong people, I'm telling you, you're gonna lose your money. I told, I told this guy, yeah, we have a very good lunch in Dubai 4 months
Uh-huh.
ago when I was there. Every time I fly
Uh-huh.
to Africa, Donald, I always stop over in Dubai,
Yes.
meeting all the buyers. The buyers are queuing to see me. Yeah.
Real buyers.
Oh, they're joker buyer. He said that he has a buyer. Yeah, when he called me and bought him, I am the buyer. When he come and see me, I have the buyer. I told him, "Oh, can you define me? You have the buyer or you are a buyer?"
Mm.
I scratched my head. I said to these people, they come to my hotel and I paid their drinks. They are a scammer. Because why I'm
A
gonna pay?
buyer wouldn't
Yeah,
pay. How can you pay for somebody whom you're supposed to get the product for?
that's
And you are
right.
buying him a drink?
That's right.
I don't understand. Don't
Here,
understand.
Donald, here in Australia, when the buyer, so Mrs. Ford, I want to see you to discuss business. I never go out with empty wallet. Never.
Uh,
Because here in Australia, you eat, you pay.
yes.
In Africa, you eat, he eat, you pay. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. This African
uh,
seller, you come to see him, see me, pretending he eat,
mm,
I eat, I pay for his food. My goodness, they're hungry as well. Hmm. Yeah. When I was in Sierra Leone, there was a guy. He said he has gold. He asked me to pay petrol, and I told him, "You're disgusting. You just meet me and then you ask money." And I feel sorry for him because the trouble in the village. I give him $50, and I ask him, "Okay, you order, and then bring some food to your family." He's a poor guy. He has gold.
uh,
And I told him, do not sell gold outside Sierra Leone. Sell the gold within Sierra
mm,
Leone. Yeah,
uh, uh,
these people have no idea. I
uh.
only, I only deal Donald the real buyer, not a time waster.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, with this Sierra Leone, Conakry, and Mali, I think on for the sake of others to understand, you had to go down there, meet these people, see who is real and who is not, before you can start bringing buyers to
No,
this.
but this is what this is. I'm going to explain to you.
Mm.
You already been watching my video, right?
Yes,
And then
yes,
you read the full corporate offer, did you?
I did. But
Okay.
my question now is, you're when you are starting, we are still on the point of starting. For others who are new, maybe to YouTube or something, just for clarity, when you are starting, before you brought your first client to Africa,
Okay. That's a
you
very good
yourself,
question.
you checked that.
Before I brought the buyer to Africa, he has to read the full corporate offer on my YouTube and also on Facebook in
No,
order for
wait,
him. Yeah, go ahead.
wait. Okay, my question is, before, I mean the very first client, when at that time, back in was it 2017, before COVID, there, when you were bringing clients to Africa, before you brought the first client, what happened? You came to Africa, you checked the sellers first, then you started bringing the buyers down here. That's what I'm
No, I
asking.
didn't.
You understand? Mm.
I arrived the day before the buyer arrived at the same time to save time and money. So when I arrived,
Okay,
let me
okay,
finish. Eh?
okay.
When I arrived
Okay.
before the buyer arrived, I already sit down with the seller. We call that here in Australia as a vendor. When you sell property, called
Okay,
vendor. Let me finish so
okay,
that
you
you will
don't
have an
understand the
idea.
question. Okay,
So when I
okay.
arrived,
Like it,
no, let me finish.
okay, like it, okay.
When I
But you
arrived,
didn't understand what I'm asking.
okay, when I arrived,
Eh,
I have a meeting with the seller that the buyer is coming. Okay,
mm,
I know my seller before the buyer come to Wilhelmina because the seller hired Wilhelmina. I am the extension. I told you that many times on my video that I am the extension of the seller. The seller hired me. So I know my seller. So when you as the buyer coming to Wilhelmina to get the supply, I have to interview you. And then when you meet the interview, just like when you apply for a job, Donald, right? When I interview you, you have to tell me who you are. Then, so okay, well, Amina, I want 10 kilos. Okay, show me your credential. Yes,
Mm.
your
Well,
credential, let me finish so that you have an idea. Your
uh,
credential means a copy of your business registration, your importation license, your passport copy, and the proof of fund in order for you to
uh,
convince me. So when I convince that you're a buyer, I will advise the head office that the buyer is real. Let us proceed the contract. We'll send you the contract and the confirmation of your order. So the order will be reserved subject for your arrival. Right? So when you arrive in any particular country, like Mali, Sierra Leone, or Conakry, your order has been reserved, ready for your inspection, ready for you to taste the gold, whether the gold is 22 or not. Right? You bring your gold taster. You have to spend money. You have to buy the gold analyzer in order for you to satisfy. Right? Before the gold will be
mm,
assay to that particular country refinery. Because you're buying
mm,
money. Don't take it for granted. Right? I am your business facilitator. Right? And I know the seller. And you cannot just bank on it 100% with me. You have to help me. You have to buy gold analyzer for you. You have to spend. You know how much the gold analyzer to buy online? It's $15,000. Yes.
mm,
If you don't have $15,000, to me, you're not a buyer. So what is the point I'm going to bring you? And if you
mm,
don't have a good analyzer, then I will come with you. Let's do the assay at the refinery of the country in
mm,
Mali. Yes, this
mm,
is what I explained to this buyer. I already spoken to two refineries in Mali that I am bringing buyer for my seller. So I already
mm,
planned it. So I have to arrive before the buyer arrive. So I do my
mm.
homework, right?
Yes.
See? So when the buyer arrive, the buyer will only stay 7 days or 8 days. The payment must be bank to bank from the buyer's country of origin to the seller's bank account. It takes 3 working days to
Mm,
clear the payment. After the clearance of the payment, that is the time the process of export documentation. Certificate of clearance, ownership, custom clearance, so many documentation, 3 working days. So in total of 6 days. So you have to give the leeway 2 extra days. Yeah, exactly the same when I brought the buyer to Conakry. They got the gold.
mm,
Yeah, they paid my services. He doesn't have any issue. He's enjoying my time. I look after them. Hmm. But those joker broker, I always tell them, this is not for you. I'm telling you, if you don't
So,
comprehend.
so after clearance, after 3 days clearance of the funds, the documentation will be starting. But in terms of what you have bought as a buyer, it's a question just for understanding. As what you have bought as a buyer, your 20, 30 kilos or
It's up
whatever.
for the buyer.
Where
If
would you be?
I always advise the buyer start a trial, maybe 10 kilos.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So after the clearance, after 3 days clearance of the funds, whilst the paperwork is being done, that 10, 20 kilos that you have bought as a buyer, are you given that, or it's you take it to secure it somewhere, or
Security company deposited on your name and the seller's
uh,
name. Mhm.
okay.
And you need to buy a metal box. The metal box is
Mhm.
$450. You have to buy. And you have to buy sealed, just like a fragile cell. I always advise the buyer before you travel, you set aside the metal box and you have to buy uh, a sealed, just like a fragile sticker, because you have to wrap the the metal box and sign between buyers and seller, because sometimes something wrong if there is tampering of the gold, because you're sending money to your destination. Gold is money. You're buying world asset. You must remember. And don't blame Wilhelmina, because you are the buyer. I'm there with you to make sure that everything would be prompt. And do not blame Wilhelmina. No, you have to be vigilant. You have to pay attention. That is why I always say, take Wilhelmina with you, because I am helping you to assist. Yeah, you got me?
You are bringing experience to the table.
Exactly. What is the cause of a country have a civil war, Donald? Because
What is what?
what is the cause between Russia and Ukraine have a civil war? Mhm. Because a negotiator failed to convince the other party. When the negotiator failed to convince the other party, there would be a civil war. Right?
Yes.
I'll throw back this gold business. If the other party failed to pay the products plus the government sales tax, I guarantee you fail. Guarantee. You don't have the money then. Yes? You can only get what you want if you pay the gold plus the government sales tax. And the gold has to be shipped to your destination. You need to insure it. You have to pay the logistics shipper. Yes, I mention that all the time. I use DHL. I send a package to my loved one overseas. DHL open my box to itemize how much the value of the goods that I'm going to send it. DHL charged me the shipping cost. I don't have any problem. And the DHL asked me that I have to pay the insurance. That's fine. So the package DHL delivered the goods to my loved one, door to door, buying gold exactly the same. Mm. So you got me
Yes.
now. So any question? You've been following me for years, Donald.
And then the other thing, but this one is just I think in one of the interviews there was one guy, I think he was from one of the European countries. And then when we were discussing with him, we said to him, if he can, he should bring to Australia. Australia is much better
Correct.
compared to the countries.
Yes, correct. I can help the buyer to sell the gold to the refinery here in Brisbane, because I've been to the office, and this refinery in Brisbane, they are buying gold in Africa. And he said to me, I can refine the gold even 92%. I can make it into gold volume. But the refinery would not teach that gold trader. And I don't have time to elaborate that. I've been to the refinery. I myself meet the owner. I have to talk so that I could share it. I called the KMR in order for me to know the requirements. Before you use the KMR refinery, you have to apply an account. There is a cost. Yes.
Okay.
To use the refinery services, you have to pay for it. There is no free in this world. This joker broker, this Titan Resources Limited, is just a poor guy. He doesn't have the money. He been talking to you for I think August. Yeah.
the Augustus.
Until now, he couldn't even get the gold. He's asking C.I.F cost, insurance, and freight. Yeah. And he's asking how much is commission. He's not even, he's not convincing enough that whether his buyer is real or not. He's asking his commission. Yeah.
Oh,
My seller is paying me, you must remember, Donald.
yes.
They hired me. I only charge the
Mm,
buyer for my travel cost to a company. If the buyer cannot afford, he can travel. I will monitor the movement, but if there is an issue, then come back to Wilhelmina. Very simple. And then you accuse Wilhelmina as a scammer. I don't know. These idiot people, I call them joker broker. Yeah, this one. Yeah.
but these guys that are calling you scammers, they've not yet done the good business at all.
They don't.
They are still trying. They're still trying to find ways to get
It-
into the business. But I think if you are not straight and genuine, it's probably very. It's probably not going to work at any time
Well, I
because
told this
if you are not.
Titan, his name is Parisian. I told him this is not for you. Find another job. Yeah. There is this industry, this we are now on the global communication.
Yes.
YouTube channel and Facebook is an advertising site. We advertise that we have the gold. But most of the joker broker thinking, oh, I meet Wilhelmina. Oh, I have the buyer. Which one? We advertise that we are here to sell. Yes.
Mm.
But this Titan Resources
The
doesn't
product.
even introduce himself properly. Yes.
Mm.
How could he convince me?
I think a time is coming when people will just be buying online, ordering, and then the courier companies will be delivering gold.
Well, the real buyer can buy online. That's why I'm the one who introduced this. And then I was
Mm.
misunderstood by this stupid joker broker. Yes.
Mm.
I was laughing when my neighbor was saying, I watched your video. You call these people joker broker? I said, yes. Yeah. My neighbor.
In Brisbane, your neighbor.
Yeah, he saw me on my YouTube channel. He was laughing yesterday. Oh, well, Amina, I watch your YouTube channel. I said, yeah. And there was a guy that joker broker. I said, yes, I did. I said, yeah, you're very tough. And I cannot handle this joker broker. He's my neighbor. Yeah, he's my neighbor. Yeah. When he called
Mm.
me and he gonna say, hello, joker broker. I said, yes, hello. Yeah, my neighbor. Okay.
Okay.
Because he has an internet, he has a Wi-Fi. He's searching YouTube channel. He bumped up into my video. He was laughing.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's true. They're all joker broker. And in fact, my neighbor says, "Do not do not muck around with Mrs. Ford." I said, "I know." Mm.
Mm.
I see. Even my brother said, "Jesse, you're really very tough. You don't buy this stupid joker broker you're mentioning." My brother was just laughing.
Yeah, sometimes I think your toughness is good because there's no time for wasting.
Yeah.
These people they'll be wasting your time, wasting your time, wasting your time, and it's no good.
Well,
It's not good
I,
at
I
all.
no one can intimidate me. I'm not scared of any intimidation. I know my rights. I know.
Mm.
To all joker broker, do not double cross with Mrs. Ford. I'm telling you. This is on the record. do not, do not ever do that because if I found out, believe me, you're gonna regret it. Mm.
Mm.
You will regret it. There was another guy from another lady. from South Africa, and she accused me as a scammer. I don't know. I don't even know this woman. Her name is Winka. I go to her profile on LinkedIn. He copied my picture. He was the one who put me on his campaign. He said to me, "I will make you a superstar." I said, "Good on you. I'll be the one to make you a superstar." I took her picture and I put her pictures on my YouTube. And this is the lady who is trying to scam me. He's a liar. He's a deceitful woman. Yes. She's from South Africa. She's a white lady. Mm. Oh, if I'm the joker broker, so that you will not be called as a joker, do not double cross with this woman, because I don't know you. If you don't like it, just leave it. Yeah. This
But why,
yeah. Go ahead.
but why would somebody just call a war on you when they don't even know you?
They don't like my guts. That's all. Because I'm very tough. I'm very brutal. I'm
But
very
at
frank.
least they should, at least they should come to you for. I think basically on selling in terms of the gold. I think if there are others, at least for those who come online and declare their business, I think you are. I think you are at the top. For those who are online, I think you are at the top of the list. For those who are selling successfully, and those who are same as bringing serious buyers who come and do business successfully.
I tell you, Donald,
think
this
most
business, Donald.
So most people should
Yeah.
consider at least asking for how do you do it. I think that's the good spirit.
Well,
Say,
Donald,
how do
this
you
business,
succeed
Donald.
in your business?
They think, Donald, they can make quick money. This is not. You cannot make quick buck in this brokering. Because YouTube channel is an advertising site. And Facebook is only an advertising site. Right? We advertise that we have the gold. We advertise that Mali, Sierra Leone have gold.
Yes.
And this joker broker on WhatsApp, the group, they think that they can get quick money. It wouldn't work if you don't know your buyer. It wouldn't work.
Yeah.
You have to know your buyer. And if you are a buyer's mandate, you have to know your job. Because I know my job. Yes. I know my job. That's why the seller hired me. Yeah. And I would not teach anyone. Just read. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Do some research. Yeah.
Anyway, nice talking to you. The time here is almost midnight. I'm about to close. Okay. Nice talking to you, and our conversation is live. You can watch that. You can listen on YouTube channel of mine, and this conversation is for everyone. You listen, you gain. If you don't listen, you don't gain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It does. It does.
Right. Thank you for following me for how many years you've been following me?
More than 5. More
Well,
than 5 we've been.
You should learn this time. You should learn it. You should learn quick. You should. If you go to school, if you are my student and I'm your professor, and you're not paying attention, Donald, I would give you F.
FD.
I'll give you F. Yes. How many years you've been studying as an accountant, as a commerce? How many years? 12 years.
4 years.
Okay, how many years you've been following Wilhelmina? 5 years?
5.
then you don't get my knowledge.
So in most cases, it is business. It's
Well, I'll give you F. You have to go back and listen
but
again so
I,
that you will
but I,
learn.
but I graduated. I graduated long ago.
Well, in this business, you still don't. You're not graduated
I'm a
because I've given you
graduate.
F.
I'm a graduate. I am now on master course now.
I'm not going to give you a grade because you did not still learn for 5 years. It's still the same. Yeah. But anyway,
No,
we do.
but I
Yeah.
think conversation mostly it will be for the new people to get an understanding of what is happening here and there. But in
Yeah.
terms of knowledge and understanding, we're already okay. And in terms of implementation, if you are to implement fully, it's to our advantage. We are ready to implement with the knowledge that we have, are ready to implement. But now, for the benefit of others who are new and still learning and all that, the new and aspiring buyers and all that, it is for their benefit. The conversations that we have, it is for their
Exactly.
benefit.
But if you're gonna ask, oh, Mrs. Ford, I'm just new in this business, teach me. I'm not here to teach anyone. I don't have time.
This is yes.
I am not here to teach anyone. Don't come to Wilhelmina waste my time. I am here to sell the production of my seller. Full stop. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Donald, nice talking to you. And I don't know what time in South Africa. And I'm about to close. And good night and happy weekend. And advance Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
All right. Thank you so much, Papa.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.